My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was I think the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th Percentile. So today we were here for this IT bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at XLR. So it was a great experience and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seem like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at XLR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them all the best and it was a very great experience over here.
Hi, this is Patan, Technology Consulting Manager from 98th Percentile. We visited XLR for the campus placement drive and it went very well today. Ms. Ambika, Ms. Pragati, everyone received us greatly here and we had a lot of enjoyable time here. The students even had great experience with us. They were interactive, they had good aptitude and all the technological skills they showed. I think they were all well and we really appreciate their time that they spared to us and I think we will be doing a great job. We are expecting a lot of people to be hired from them. Let's see. it was a great experience altogether.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
From entering into this cyber tower to exiting out of this tower, the XLR team has been received me with such a care and pleasure.
I am the part of this XLR since 4 months. From the third month itself, they have conducted the placement sessions from the third month itself, and this is the fourth month, and this is the 98th percentile is one of the placement drive I have attended so far, and attending to this drive is such a good experience for me. All the HRs and the team made us feel very comfortable and confident.
XLR helped me a lot, and I experienced a lot of things today. So I'm really hope to be I placed in that company. I'm confident about that. Thank you.
Hi all, good evening. So we'll wait for Amar to start the program. Okay.
Yeah, Lakshmikant, please just hold on for some time.
Sure.
We'll do the initial part.
Cool. Yeah, meanwhile, if students can just fill up the form, that'll be helpful. Can we share that? Just getting to know them.
Guys, don't use annotate option. It's for trainer, okay? Amit, can you please disable annotate option from your side?
Sorry,
Can you please disable annotate option from your side?
where would be the? I'm stopping the slide share. You can do it. Okay.
Sure.
Irfan this side from Everyday Learning team. I hope I'm audible.
For those who are in YouTube, right, we'll share the form later. Okay.
Dear participants, please ask your friends and colleagues to join the session at their earliest convenience. Very shortly, we will be starting our session, followed by the Ignite concept focus on final years. This session would be very fruitful for your final year journey and placement journey. So it will be very helpful to crack the job interviews in different perspectives, different technological skills. So I again would like to request all the participants, please ask your friends and colleagues to join the session at their earliest convenience so that they will not miss anything from day one. Amar, I would like to request you to please post our Zoom link in the chat box.
Yeah, sure.
Dear participants, if you are having, if you are getting some problems to get into this Zoom session or Zoom platform, we are also live on YouTube. So those who are getting problem or getting technical glitch to join this Zoom session, they can attend this session on YouTube live as well. We are live on YouTube as well. And just don't worry about your attendance and feedback. We will be sharing this attendance and feedback link on YouTube as well. We are just crossing 1:30. So in couple of minutes, we will be starting our session. Over to you, Amar.
Yeah, sure.
While other participants are joining the session, so meanwhile, we can run that video one more time, Amar.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time we would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was I think the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th percentile. So today we were here for this IT bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at XLR. So it was a great experience and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seem like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at XLR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them very all the best, and
Yeah, Irfan, we can start off the session.
Sure, Amit. Yeah, thank you. So, very warm good evening to each and everyone in the room and on YouTube as well. We are very thrilled to stand before you today to introduce a groundbreaking initiative under XLR's Everyday Learning Program, the launch of Ignite training programs tailored specifically for final year students. We understand the pivotal moment you are at, teetering on the edge of your academic journey and the professional world beyond. Today, we present the ultimate roadmap to crack the job interviews with a special emphasis on mastering the basics of programming. So for that, today we have the privilege of being in the company. We have with us Mr. Amit Saha, the Associate Director at XLR. His wealth of knowledge and experience in academics makes him a guiding force in our educational journey. Mr. Amit Saha is here to illuminate the path as he walks us through the everyday learning programs and institutional associations and XLR Ignite programs. So I would like to call Mr. Amit Saha. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Irfan, for a thrilling opening statement. And I would like to welcome each and everybody that they have taken this initiative to participate in this program. XLR has always known to be what sometime back Irfan just mentioned a statement, the groundbreaking pivotal activities or initiatives that has been taken from XLR over the years. So keeping that in view, today truly we are again extending this particular initiative of Ignite, launching the Ignite program. We have a lot of things in store in the coming days, but today we are making a humble beginning of that particular journey. As the name Ignite signifies, we have mentioned, I think you have come across the forwarding statement of Ignite, that is your ultimate roadmap to crack your job interviews. And that statement itself classifies that this is a vertical, this is a program line which will be purely targeted for those who are currently in their final years of their UG programs or their PG programs. So what is that you can expect out of this particular program? I'll definitely touch base upon that before I hand over to our expert today, Mr. Lakshmikant. Before that, I would like to touch base. I'll take 2 minutes of your precious time today to take you through the journey that XLR has gone through in the previous years. So, Amar, I hope that my screen is visible out here.
Yes.
So, as we practice, preach, and stand by this statement that education is not a preparation for life, education is life in itself. And in pursuit of that, we have created this platform of everyday learning. This is for the students, for the faculty, and for the higher education institutions, which we have been preciously running through, taking you through over the last 12, 13 months from XLR. From a humble beginning in 2014, started by IM and ISB alumni. We started off with our world headquarters at Houston in USA. And from there on, we started off our initiative in India, based out of Bangalore as our head office. And we have our physical presence in multiple other uh, cities across the country, including Pune, Mumbai, Hyderabad, and Chennai. And very soon, we would be positioned in many other cities across the country. Definitely in Delhi and Kolkata in the east is in our radar. Very soon, we would be there. In the journey, more than 3.5 lakh students and professionals has undergone multiple trainings through the XLR platform. What are the domain in which we train? We have imparted our training that are in multifarious areas, including data science, machine learning, deep learning, data and business analytics, cloud computing, AI, digital marketing, software testing, software development, and so on. In this new initiative, we are going to expand our portfolio of the training domain as well. More than 500 plus top-notch corporates are associated with us with reference to taking support of XLR in imparting upskilling for their current workforce, and as well as looking forward to XLR for providing them with trained, fresh workforce. The premium academic institutions are also not left out. Institutions like Andhra Pradesh Skill Development Corporation, TASK, IIM Raipur, and many others, as well as our international partners like Stenbase University, Germany, and many others are also associated with us in this academic journey. Everyday learning for free. This is what is our motto. 365 days learning. The concept comes in for that if any graduate is looking forward for enhancement in their upskilling, they want to acquire skill on particular technology. It is not a rocket science. It cannot happen overnight. It can only happen through a disciplined approach. And that is the reason why we only expect that if anyone is providing dedicated 2 hours of learning every day, they can definitely acquire these skills over a period of time. So that is where we associated, and we are associating through MOUs with higher education institutions. On today's day, I'm proud to say that we are associated with more than 1,100 higher education institutions spread across the country who are having memorandum of understanding signed with us. The output of this memorandum of understanding is where XLR imparts industry webinars, student development programs, faculty development program, providing the same through the LMS platform, which is provided to the learners as a lifetime support. And this entire thing is provided without any kind of commercial engagement. Through that particular LMS, we also provide support of assignments, projects and internship, and final placement preparation for the soft skills, resume builder, and as well as LinkedIn profiling and so on and so forth. The support is provided to them free of cost through this everyday learning platform. The objectives are very clear and simple. That is application-oriented training to the students and faculty, hands-on training on the trending technologies, and also help the higher education institutions acquire better accreditation ratings from bodies like NAC, NBA, AICTE, and etc. So, without wasting much time, I would like to give you a very simple journey of the different kind of technologies in which we have been imparting this training. Currently, we are also extending our portfolio, I have already mentioned, by coming up with programs on campus recruitment trainings on the soft skills and aptitude area as well. And that is the reason why this Ignite platform has been initiated. Now, today's topic, what is today's topic? Today's topic being basics of programming. Is it an inclusive program? or it is an exclusive program. It is basically an inclusive program. This is basically a curtain raiser. And that is the reason why we have one of the very well-known trainers, subject matter experts on this, that is Mr. Lakshmikant Deshpande out here, coming with a gamut of industry experience, hands-on experience on this particular platform. So he is a trainer specified on software development, particularly like full stack development, trained more than 500 plus candidates globally on various software technologies, provided training on various organizations and institutions and MNCs. Currently, he is a solution architect and engineer manager associated with a multinational organization. So what he will be doing, he will be taking you through an engaging journey of coming 8 days, 16 hours as a start of this particular journey. What you are going to experience, you are going to experience where we will be starting off with the basics of programming, that is the fundamentals of programming, data structures and algorithm basics, moving on to sorting and searching, taking you through the journey of problem solving, getting gradually into the advancement of it and complexities of the same. And finally, he will get you into the coding techniques and practices and wrap it up with assignments associated with this. Again, that is not a stop. There is the closure of this first milestone, the first journey, warming up sessions, so that you can get prepared to much more engaging sessions with much more deep dive into the areas which would lead you to cracking the campus interviews. On that note, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you. Stay tuned with us. It is going to be a next 3 to 4 months of thrilling engagement on this particular platform. I assure you that today we might have a handful of participants out here, but going forward, we would have a large audience who would be able to gain much more expertise, and with absolute confidence, you would be able to enter the interview rooms in tomorrow's date. And I can bank upon that. I can assure you that. So please stay tuned and maximize the output out of these sessions. On that note, I would like to hand over to you, Mr. Lakshmikant, this particular platform. Before that, uh, I would like to request Amar to give them a very quick walkthrough, very quick walkthrough, a gist of what is that the LMS, the learning management platform that they would get, so that all the learners can be well equipped, well understanding that how to use the LMS platform going forward. Because as I said, that this is not a short journey to a short journey. It is just an opening for 16 hours. It is going to be a long journey in the future for the next 3 to 4 months. So Amar, please take over, take them through a quick journey of the LMS, and then please hand over the stage to Mr. Lakshmikant. Take over.
Yeah, sure.
Over to
Thank you
you,
so
Amar.
much for such a wonderful introduction. So, dear participant, good evening and warm welcome to the 16 hours training program on basics of programming. So, let me confirm, I just need all of your answer. My voice is loud and clear, and all of you are able to hear me properly. Zoom
Yes,
and
Amar,
YouTube.
loud and clear.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, before going to the LMS team, I would like to check that I hope all of you are done with the registration part. Okay, because to get the LMS, registration is the most important thing. So, if you're not done with your registration, I'm requesting you that after my KT, I will share the link with you over Zoom and YouTube. You can go and please register for that, then you will get the LMS access. Okay. So guys, before starting with the LMS KT, you should to know that what is the LMS, right? So LMS is a learning management system. It's XLR online portal to access the recordings, to give the attendance, to view the material, all these things. And most important thing, LMS will be with you for lifetime. You can access that anytime. Okay, so we'll start for the KT. First thing is that after registration, you receive two email. So first email is welcome to XLR. Okay, in that we mention one verification link, https onlinelearning.xlr.com, to set your password. Once you click on this link, it will take you to the next page. Here you have to set your password. Whatever password you want, you can give here. Just confirm that password and set your password. That's the simplest way to set your password. Okay, so you have to open a second email. Second email is that particular classroom access. Welcome to the basics of programming. Okay, so here you are able to see one more link, like it's our XLR LMS URL, onlinelearning.xlr.com. Going forward, if you forgot that email, you're not able to find out, simply you need to go over the any Chrome or any browser. You have to type it down, onlinelearning.xlr.com. You have to give your credentials, done. You are able to access the LMS. So once you click on this link, it will take you through the sign-in page. As you already done with your registration parts, so not required to do a registration again and again. You have to click on sign in. After clicking on sign in, the next page is the login page, login to the XLR. Here you are able to see that your registered email ID. So on which email you received an email, or at the time of registration, which email you use, you have to use that email ID and the password which you set in the first email, and simply you have to click on login. Okay, after clicking on login, it will take you through the LMS. I will show you that live how LMS is to work. Okay, 1 minute, I'm just resharing my screen, then you are able to see how it's work. Okay, guys, let me confirm once my LMS home is visible. It's visible?
Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you. So after clicking on login, you are able to see this kind of the dashboard. I'm on home tab. So first of all, I will show you the ways of joining the session. So my dear participant, there are two ways to join the session. First way is to join via Zoom. If you are facing any difficulty to join via Zoom, we are live on YouTube as well. So you are able to see my left hand side and right hand side. Left hand side, you are able to see the multiple classroom, and right hand side, you are able to see today's session tab. So if you want to join the session via Zoom, see basics of programming FOFY day 1. If you came here at 6:20, definitely you are able to see the join button. If you click on join, it will take you through the, okay. If you're not able to join via Zoom, we have second option to join via YouTube. Here at upper side of the today's session, you're able to see that one banner. If you click here, okay, if you click on that link, it will take you through the YouTube live. And whatever the things are going here, you're able to see there as well. Don't worry, whatever your question, you have to just put in the chat box. We'll share the attendance link, all the material, whatever the information from the XLR team, we'll share all the information here. Okay. Next, how to access the recording. So at left hand side, you are able to see that the particular classroom basics of programming XLR focus on final year commencing from 8th November. If you want to access the recording, so you have to click on that classroom. After clicking on that classroom, you are able to see two tabs, curriculum and meet. Okay, so first in the curriculum, you have three different subtabs: feedback, response, session recording, and material. So first of all, I will explain about the feedback response. So here you have to click on feedback response and submit your feedback attendance here. Okay, why the feedback is important? To get the participation certificate, 60% attendance is mandatory. So you have to mark your attendance using this form. And we clearly mention one note, the attendance link will only open between 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. If you come back here by 8, definitely you are able to see one form. You have to fill all the details and you have to share the feedback about the session. Okay. Don't worry, those who don't have LMS access till now, after registration, you will get that. But today, definitely at 8 o'clock, you will get the feedback link in the chat box of Zoom and YouTube. Okay. Below the feedback response, we have another tab of session recording. Here you are able to see that day 1. Click on that day 1. If you click there, form you have to fill in one, and these recordings will be with you for lifetime. You can access that anytime. Today is the day 1. We are done with day 2, day 3, up to day 8. All the recordings will be there. Okay, and Below that, we have one more tab. Okay, so it's material tab. So whatever the material is going to taken by the trainer, so you will get all the material here. See, here you are able to see a today's PPT. Okay, whatever trainer is going to cover, you will get that here. So that's the simplest way to access the LMS and use of that. Thank you. If you have any query or question, we'll take it in the last 5 minutes. So Lakshmikant, you can take it forward now. Thank you so much.
Great. That's really great. Hey, all. Welcome to this. Hey, hi. I'm audible?
Yes, you're audible, Lakshmikant.
Great. So, welcome all to this short course of basics of programming, where we will cover through basics of programmings like types of data types. What we can say searching, sorting, algorithms, algorithm techniques. So many things will be there. So let me just share my screen, and then we can start from there. Okay. So you're able to see screen?
Yes, your screen
Yes,
is
Lakshmikant. The screen is
Great.
visible.
Fine. Let's just start with course agenda. So the agenda of this course, like 16 hours course, is start with programming fundamentals, data structures, basics algorithms, then comes sorting algorithm, searching algorithm, different problem solving techniques, then advanced data structures, advanced algorithms, algorithm complexity analysis, some coding solving techniques in interview, particularly for different companies based on the experience level or the way they prepare them. Next comes some examples which I'll provide for your coding, and then assignments and projects. So let's say why this is important, like sorting and searching, where we say everyone is using Amazon, be Netflix or Flipkart, anything, right? So when we go there, we search, or even let's take Google. When we type something, search happens. So how fast you get the response? So there might be some algorithm, some technique might be there which fetches us the data. That's why we need different kind of algorithms. So algorithms change with respect to the scenario, with respect to the data we have. Then again, you might ask, what is data? Data is something which we are storing in the backend, or which we are storing in some place, basically database. Okay. So we'll have all the basics. So this course basically for those people who are like very beginners, and will start from the beginning, then intermediate level. Okay. This is the agenda. Now, before we continue, I'll just say, so this is for especially final year students. So always aim for knowledge, then you can spark up your career. Okay. This is the tagline which I have for you guys. Now, so your days are precious days, right? So final year, you will have a lot of campus placement. You don't want to sit outside, right? After passing out from the year, right? So that's the reason you need to make sure you have to make it every day count. This is just that. Okay. Now, those who are in, like maybe in BSc, it could be B, it could be anything. They might be thinking, okay, what should we do now? Should we try for jobs, or should we go for higher education, or anything? Like, some people don't know what to do. So these are the paths which you'll have to travel through. For that, final year is really precious. You need to prepare well. Okay. Next. So among these, people will think, okay, let's choose career development, right? So when you think of career development, you have to evaluate yourself. Okay, where do I stand? Okay, where do I stand? What are the skills I have, right? Then after that, you have to say, okay, do I need to go for some development? Do I need to go for something like IAS or IPS or whatever, or should I try some different? Should I go for higher? Then set your direction. Afterwards, have a time frame, right? For example, if you say, I want to learn data structure algorithm for a software job, I need to see, okay, I need to have 3 months of time frame. Within this, I should finish it. Then within 1 month or 2 months, if your plan doesn't working, then again review it. So that's how it goes. Then you'll get the job. This is the path you should follow when you are going for any career. Okay. Next. So what these days, what is buzz around? Like everything, IoT you hear, data science you hear, web development you hear, things like streaming you hear, AI you hear, neural science. There are many things, right? So in this, one of the thing is full stack development. What is full stack development? There is something called as front end, back end, database. So many things are there. But for all of this, basics is data structure algorithm, logical thinking, right? That's where we have to start from the roots. Cool. Now, so you might say, what is this online presence? Online presence means these days everything is in mobile, everything is online. So I can say that everyone can go anywhere and apply. So how HR will find you, right? You should have your presence in like LinkedIn. It could be Lead Code, it could be GitHub, or wherever, right? That's more important. Let's see here. These are the coding sites which you should start practicing. CoderByte, HackerRank, LeetCode, CodeChef. There are so many. LeetCode is one of the prominent one which is leading, but HackerRank is also there. CoderByte is there. So at least try to be there in like 3 to 4 of these platforms and practice daily. So there is daily coding challenges going on, like 100 days challenge, 50 days, so many there, weekend challenges. Try to practice there. Try to showcase these things in your resume. That will help you a lot. Okay. Now, so this is something like knowledge base, right? So when you go out of your college, your knowledge base is checked, right? First they'll say, hey, how is your problem solving techniques? Then they'll say, did you get any internship? Okay, if you got the internship, what kind of knowledge you gained? Then so you have to have some good course of action for it, right? Then your thinking is evaluated, like creative. You should how creative you are. If a problem statement is given, how do you think, right? Then again, many of the big companies, they try to see your fundamentals, how strong you are in that. Ultimately, at last, your portfolio resume is really important. These days, that word doc, everything is gone. We have websites, like for example your portfolios, where you will have your images scrolling down, your projects, a lot of things comes up. So this is what is really needed now. Next. Okay. You might say, hey, these things are there, what kind of opportunities we are going to get? So you have to look for something like student connect programs. So like XLR has student connect programs, right? There are many places. You need to figure out, you need to shorten your scope and then start excelling. Hackathons is a place where you'll get like-minded people, right? Next, you should be a spearhead, means bring out the leader in you. Everyone is leader here, according to me. Next, brainstorming, right? So you have to brainstorm with your friends or with your anyone who is comfortable with you. How to think, or like for example, if say, hey, so many applications are coming, so many things are coming. Like you can say, if you are a cricket fan, like Hotstar is streaming crores of people, like, hey, how 2.5 or 3.5 or 4 crore people are able to see live streaming happens. Brainstorm it, right? These are the things. Now the tagline. So you should be in a first, you should be in right place. After a right place, you should be in right directions. When you are in right direction, you will choose your right path. So what matters, you should be in a place which should be very right for you. Then after that, you'll get some decisions. When you take right decisions, you will be able to choose right path, right? So you have to decide on this. Next, right? So today we are just going to begin very much programming fundamentals, right? Everyone here is in final year. Okay. So definitely you might have come across different programming languages, C, C++, Python, Java, right? These are the programming things which we hear in our college. Then the trending things are different here now. There is something called as React, there's something called as Angular, there is Golang, there is Rust. Lot of things are there. Something like cloud is there. So many things comes up, but for everything, basics, fundamental is really required. Okay. Now, so we need something like IDE, means integrated development environment to code. Okay. And compiler interpreter. What is compiler? Compiler means everything is in machine language, right? So high level language is converted into machine language by compilers. Interpreter means interpreters interprets your language line by line, like code line by line. These are some jargon. So sometimes if you know, you might feel like, okay, something's different, but everything is running the program in your machine. That's it. Either by compiling or by interpreting, right? For everything, we need some ID. Some ID means some editor where we code. Okay. So just to make sure that today I can just show you like a couple of IDs like Visual Studio Code or something like IntelliJ. Let me just say how do you do. Everyone just try to follow up with me, okay? So what I'll do, so you can see my screen. I'll just go to Google. Okay, I went here. I say I'll start searching like IntelliJ for Mac, which is my machine, or Windows. Okay, so you see, IntelliJ is one of the leading Java and Kotlin IDE. So we'll try to code in Java. Okay, so you can just take here, go to this place and try to download it. When you download, try to download the community edition because this is really free. Okay, so it could be, see, this is for Apple, but we'll have for Windows also, we'll have for Ubuntu also. Can just check like this is it. We'll have, okay, it's just taking, just see how smart it is. It's just checking out the system of mine. Right. See, these are the versions. So we'll have Linux, we'll have Windows. Windows means executable files. Mac OS. Okay. So try to download this. When you download, how it will look? It will look like this. Okay, this is one of the editor for specifically for Java based things. Okay, let's not worry about big thing. Then what we can do, we can download something like Visual Studio Code. This is also a code editor for anything. It could be for Java, it could be for JavaScript, it could be for Python, it could be for Golang. So many things there. It's really free. It's by Microsoft. Just go here, download and install. Okay. Can I just take a couple of minutes of yours so someone just try and download and say, okay, it's done. And you are able to see something like this or something like this. Can I see that? Can you just take a couple of minutes? Anyone here? Okay. Not visible. Okay. And now, is it visible? Is my screen visible now? Okay, cool. So ultimately, either we should go with some ID or there is online compiler. Okay. So for now, what I would like you to try with this online compiler. This one. Okay, if you want, you can just try this out. Okay, along with me. Okay. Now let's start with programming basic constructs. Variables, data types, operators. Okay. Any programming language has things like variables. Variables means something which store your data. Okay. Data types means which will be like integer, floating point, boolean. Okay, different type of data type will be there. You might ask, what is integer? Integer means something which is number like 0 to 10 or 100, whatever. Floating point, 10.2, 10.3, these kind of numbers. Strings like name. Okay. Boolean means either true or false. Cool. Okay, everyone just try this. Now, if I want to write simple program which prints 0 to 10 number, what should I do? I should write something like loops, or which are called control structures. Let's just simply write for the basic things. Everyone try to write it here. Before we start, this is basically a print statement, consoling. So I can say hello. I run here. You can see this, it's coming. Clear? Okay. Now let's take data type, integer data type. Integer data type, we use int. Int variable name A. Let's assign value as 10. Okay, let's take one more variable, int B, assign 20. So what do we want? We can do operations like addition, subtraction, anything, right? So what we can do? Let's say integer C equal to B plus A, which means 30. Let's just try to print it out. Okay. Let's run and see. Okay, I think spelling mistake. Cool. As this is online, right? It's during compilation, it's not giving any issues. Compilation means while we write the code, we try to compile and then run. That's where it is not giving issues. Just you can see here. We got the output 30. Clear? Okay, these are, you might feel, okay, these are very, very simple. But now, imagine I want to print factorial of a number. Factorial of number means 5 factorial. What is 5 factorial? Which is 5 star 4 star 3 star 2 star 1. Multiplication of this number is 5 factorial. How we can do this? I can do simply like this now. I'll just copy this, I'll write it. This should give me the result. Correct? We got 120. Clear? But someone comes says, hey, I want 10 factorial. I want 20 factorial. How we can do? For that, we can use something like loops, right? Let's just explore simple loop called as for loop. Okay. So how we can write for loop? For integer I equal to 0, I lesser than, how many times we want to iterate, that many times we have to give the condition. First is a initialization part, second is comparison, third is incremental. Okay, let's just see 10 factorial. Let's just say up to or less than equal to 10. Let's start with 1. Third is, because we want to multiply with next number, let's just say I plus plus. So what happens? Before that, I'll say int result equal to 0. Clear? So what we do here? Result equal to result plus I star I, because I want to find a factorial. So will this give the result? System dot out dot println. Should give me 10 factorial. No, I think see, I am trying to do sum. Okay, it is giving me 10 factorial. Let's cross verify with 5. Let's see if it gives 120. It is giving 120. So what happened here? I just wrote a very simple program which says for loop, right? For loop has syntax. Syntax of for loop is like this. First, initialization, then compare with the value, whether should I get into this loop or not. Then third comes increment. Okay, these three parts makes a for loop. Okay. Okay, imagine in your childhood, if you want to print something like, okay, let's say I want to print like this: star, 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 star. This is some star pattern. So how I can achieve this? This looks very simple, right? How we can achieve this? We can do the same thing. Either we can just do like this. Okay, let's say I'll print this. What will happen if I print this? It will print 5 stars. No, print. You see 5 stars. But what I want 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 means 4. But what can I do? Can I write something like inner loop to make sure I have the stars based on the inner loop? Okay, let's just try this. Okay. So I less than, let's make int j equal to 0 to less than I and j plus plus. If I do this, definitely I should get it. But I need one more. If I do this, what will the output? Okay, wait, what's happening here? Okay, there should be j is less than. Okay, you saw this? Stars coming? Clear? Okay. Why I started with basics? So everyone is really scared of programming. What's happening here? It's very simple. What program means? Program means set of instructions. What I'm trying to achieve here? I'm just trying to create two variables. I'm trying to add them. I'm trying to print them. These are set of instructions. So algorithms and data structure. Algorithm means set of instructions. Data structure means data stored in a different format, right? Together we create programs. Okay. Now we have tried for loops to create it. Imagine if I want to do this reverse, right? Star, 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 like this. What should I be doing? Can someone quickly respond here? Python. Yeah, but as of now, it's Java here. That's the reason I'm trying to use Java. Can anyone quickly answer this? How can I make this reverse? Okay. Assign values in the reverse order means what? Should I start from 4 up to 1? Then negatives. Will it work? Let's see. No, it's not printing because again we have simple things. See, on the spot, if you are asked to do this, definitely. Okay, again, once again, j equal to 0, j is greater than, okay, j is lesser than I, j plus plus, this one should be greater than equal to 1. Then definitely you should get it. Okay. Okay, look at this. Things are really simple. Okay. we are starting doing very simple things like patterns and all. Clear? Now imagine if I want to, create things like sorting and searching of numbers. Okay, or let's just try to see sum of 50 numbers. How we can do here? Same thing here. 1 plus 2 plus up to 50. Here, just will make plus. Here, and here what I'll do, int equal to 0. Okay. Clear? Sum of up to 50 is coming here. Okay. These are very, very, very basic things. Okay. Now, let's just take it a different one. Okay. Let's try with IDE. IntelliJ IDE. Let's say I want to create. Okay. Java ESA. Clear? I can say like basics. Okay, this might look different to you, but don't worry much on this. Just have a name, have a location where you want to store. I don't want any Git. Just select Java Maven here. You need to just download 1.8, any open JDK version. Okay. For that, what you can do is for Java, right? You can just say go here and download this. Okay, which Java version you want? I want 8. I want Mac OS 64, or which bit you want, which package. Basically, try to JDK and install. Okay, cool. So once you install, what you'll get? You'll be able to get this here. Okay. Then I'll create a project. This will be your Java project. Okay, using IntelliJ IDE. Okay. But this is like a lot of things will come up where they'll say package, they'll say class, they'll say main method. But for time being, what we are trying to do, we are just trying to write very basic programs, either using any online compiler or our own editors. Currently, what I'm using here, I'm using IDE, which is IntelliJ. Okay. Same thing if I want here, what I'll do, I'll write a class, I'll write a main method, and I'll print out here. Okay. So if anyone is interested to have like start from here IDE, just write down this. Probably will last 30 minutes. We'll just try to have an exercise where we'll download this, we'll install the Java, everything we'll do in someone's machine. Okay. Previously, you could see here, I could just run here and I tried showing the output. But in IDE, what happens? I can run it here. And IDE has so many things. There are so many tools which will show you the output. You can see here, hello world. Clear? Okay. Now, what happened? So many things comes up. We just started writing simple programs. So let's think of different programs, like what we could ask. Okay. there is things like array. What is array? Array means contiguous elements, okay? Continuous values. So let's just say okay. So this is array in Java. So how I can write it? I can simply print the values in the array. I equal to 0, I less than. How many are there? There are 5. So I can use length as 5, I plus plus. One second, what's happening here? If I run this, it should give me the values. Okay, you can see 1, 3, 4, 6, 7. So when you go to interview, they'll ask you simple programs like searching, sorting, correct? So how will you do? So imagine I have written 11. Okay, 11, 3, 4, 6, 7. Which are the easy way to search here? I mean sorting. If I want to sort it and print, which is the easy way? Which methods do you remember? Do you all know? Anything you remember? Sorting. Like bubble sort. Okay, cool. So let's just take bubble sort then. What is bubble sort? Bubble sort means sort the largest element and keep it to the end. How we can do? So bubble sort means we have to write 2 loops. Okay. The only thing is how the working of bubble sort I'll tell you. First, what they'll do, they'll compare 11 with 3. If 11 is larger than 3, and it's swapped 3 and 11. Okay. Then 11 again, this value is compared to the next element. 11 and 4 is compared, then that's sorted. 4, 11. Then 11 and 6 compared, that is sorted. Then 11 and 7 compared, that is sorted. Swap. This is how the bubble sorting happens. Okay. So when the bubble sorting happens, last element will be the sorted part. This will be sorted part and this is unsorted part. But next iteration, it comes here and it compares 3 and 4. But at this point, 3 is lesser than 4. So it doesn't swap. Then it goes here. Then it tries to swap with 4 and 6. Checks, okay, 4 is lesser. Again, it doesn't do anything. Again, it compares 6 and 7. It sees that 6 is smaller. There is no change. So at this iteration, these two things are sorted. Clear? But if you really see, these are sorted. And it will take till last, it will be like this. At the end, it will be like this: 3, 4, 5, 7, 11. But this looks easy because the only number which is unsorted is 11. Which one? Which I took it to the end. Clear? Now, if this was reverse, like this, like 7, then 8, 7, then 4, and 1. At this point, what happens? Let's just go through the logic again. So of 11, let me take it 12, then 10. If you had gone through bubble sort, okay, what happens in bubble sort? 12 and 10 is compared. I know that 12 is greater than that. So 10 comes first, 12 goes second, and 12 is compared with 8, and again 8, 12. 12 is compared with 7, then 7 and 12. Again 12 is compared with 4, 4 and 12. Then 12 is compared with 1. What happens? 1 and 12. So if you see at this first iteration, 12 is the element which sorted and kept at last. Clear? Now, same thing if we go, what happens? At this iteration, 10 will go here. Okay. Sorted part. Then next comes up this 8. Okay. Next it will be 4, 1, 7, 8, 10, 12. Then 1, 4, 7, 8, 10, 12. Okay. Now, if you see this, what's happening? There are 5 iteration happening, correct? Okay, what is the reason for me to show all these things? Interviewer will ask you the question like, okay, sort this. So you'll start saying, okay, hey, it can be sorted using bubble sort. Then they'll ask, the next question would be, can you give me the time complexity? Can someone say what could be the time complexity for bubble sort? Just ping in the message. 5 minutes. Time complexity. Anyone knows here? See, I'm going with very much basics bubble sort because I am assuming that many are non-IT here, many are freshers here, many want to start from scratch. Okay. N. A bubble sort. No. Okay. N time complexity means I'll tell you. I'll give you the example for int I equal to 0, I less than 5, or like length will give you the size of the array. Okay. See, this is n. Okay, because how many times this for loop is iterating is calculated, like the time complexity is calculated using this. How many times this for loop is executed? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or like whatever the length is this, which is n times. Clear? Am I clear here? What's happening? I equal to 0. Not necessary. I can just print. Okay, if I run this, what happens? I printed this. Okay, how many times it ran? 6 times, which is length, which is n. Okay, if I have 100 here, it will run 100 times, which means n means n times. Okay, but how can I sort here using only n? Right, I need 2 for loops for bubble sort. That is for sure. 2 for loop means, imagine Okay, if this runs 5 times, this internally runs 5 times. So this will be, let's just say here, if for every I, j will run 5 times. For example, if I runs 5 times, j will run 5 times for every I. For example, it should be 5 star 5, right? Which means if I means I runs up to n, it will be n star n, which will be n square. Okay. Yeah, time complexity omega. Okay. Omega of n square. Log n and all, see, log n comes where you will have division. For example, tree, right? Or like you want to divide something, log comes up. Okay. N square. Clear? And there are 3 things: omega, theta, theta they call, omega they call, and there is one more. Okay, big O. This is big O notation. Big O means worst case time complexity. Worst case, it runs n square times. Okay, let's just try to code it and sort it out. Now when you printed above, it printed 1210 so and so. Let me just write this. Now if I want to sort it, what should I do? I should compare 12 with 10, correct? So how I can do? Let me just do this. I'm just going to teach only one program today. 0 up to length, j equal to 0. Should I take j 0 or next element? What should be the second follow-up? If someone have studied but bubble sort, what could be the second j? Next element, okay. But if you logically, if you see, first time I'm taking this first element 12 and comparing here, again I'm taking this comparing here, I'm taking this comparing here. So what am I doing here in this loop? I'm comparing the next one. So what should I have here? I should compare. See, just look here. Logically, after first iteration means first inner loop runs, the last element is sorted. So this inner loop should run till what? Okay. I plus 1. Okay. How I plus 1? Okay. I is 0, right? We are starting from 0. We know that if you really see here, this runs 6 times. Okay. This runs 6 times. Means the outer for loop will run 6 times. But what's happening is inside the inner for loop is I'm trying to compare two values which are side by side until the largest value goes and sit at the last place. Clear? So what I can do? I can just compare till the last element, last but one element, which will be I array length minus I if I'm starting from the 0. Or what I could do, or what I can do is like just take so I should take minus I, then I should take one more minus 1. Why I should take minus 1 is if there are 6 elements, I should do only by comparison here. Okay. So what should I do here? I should compare. I'll say let temp equal to array of j. Okay. Then If array of, if means what is if is a condition which compares two values. If I want to compare these two, what I should do, if array of j is greater than array of j plus 1, I get to see these two values, means I'll try to compare these two values. If I say array of j is greater than array of j plus 1, then what should I do? Should I swap or not? Yes. Should I swap or not? Yes. So how I can swap? To swap that, I need something like, see, I've taken this temp variable because I'm storing it. So what I'll do, array of j plus 1, I'm going to store array of j, and afterwards add array of j, sorry, one array of j plus 1, array of j plus array of array of j I will store. Mhm. Okay, I have done it wrong. Array of j plus 1 I have to store, and then at array of j plus 1 I should store temp. Okay, let's see if this gives us the result or not. Let's try to run it. What's happening? Oh, it got sorted. I was also just trying out. I'll just show you how it happened. What happened? I ran this. It's easy to run here. Okay, in the IDE, you see 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 12. It got sorted. Correct? This is swapping. Many of the companies like will try to ask you, will try to say, hey, just write this program. They'll give you array. Generally in Java, we mention array like this, array with square bracket. Type is integer. Integer means values are in numbers. And we'll say, okay, hey, I've given you array of numbers. Can you sort it? They'll just say sorted. So by default, what you should do, you should go with the brute force approach. Brute force approach means something which is very common, which will give you the worst time complexity. Brute force approach is bubble sort. What I did, I've written multiple for loop and I've sorted it out. If you see before sorting, it was 12, 10, 8, 7, 3, 4, 1. After sorting, it is 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, 12. Clear? Okay. So today's thing was for me to, just to start with basics. Okay. Basically, what is programming, where we stand in our curriculum. When you are standing in final year, right, you should be coding every day on a platforms like Lead Code or HackerRank, anything, and start with very basic programs like, addition of numbers, subtraction of numbers, sum of values, right? Or HCF, GC, LCM, all these things. Okay, like Fibonacci numbers. Anyone knows about Fibonacci number? Anyone is aware about Fibonacci? Okay, what is Fibonacci number then? Fibonacci number means, see, there is something like this. 0, 1. Okay. Fib of 0. Fib of 1 means first Fibonacci number is 0 and second is 1. Agree? Okay. Next fib of next number is calculated with fib of previous two numbers. For example, if I want to calculate fib of 2 or like fib of 3, fib of 1 is this, fib of 2 is this, fib of 3 will be fib of 1 plus fib of 2. I want to calculate fib of 10, what will be there? Array of numbers where next number is sum of previous two numbers. Okay, that's correct. 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Cool. Clear. So fib of 10 will be logically fib of 9 plus fib of 8. Correct? Okay. So how we can achieve this? How we can do that? For example, if someone says write 10 Fibonacci numbers. How we can do this here? Anyone give me a hint using this? So what I'll try to do, I'll try to take fib 0 to 0, or let me just say fib 1. I'll take second one. Okay. And fib of 3. What is fib of 3? Fib of 3 will be here. Is it correct? Someone who is answering. Is it correct? Fib of 3 is correct here. So let's try to get this output. Okay. This is the output which we should get. How we can do? First 10 Fibonacci numbers. So what we could do is we could write for loop. First two are we are sure it will be 0, 1, right? So what we can do? So let's just try to create a array. Okay, empty array. No. Let be. So what we can do? Let's print fib 1 and print fib 2. Okay, now what I want, from which, imagine if I want to have third, from third. Okay, equal to 10, correct? Yes. So what can be my next thing here? How can I calculate next one? Fib 3. This is the, okay, n3, n1, n2. Okay, you're doing this. Cool. Okay, so your logic is clear. Fib 3 equal to fib 1 plus fib 2. And we are going to print it. Okay, according to this person, n3, n1 plus n2, then print it, then shuffle the numbers. Cool. What's happening here? 2, 3. Okay. So fib 3 becomes now 1. Now what's happening? I'm just trying to explain the logic here. What's happening here? At this point, just consider fib 3 is 1, correct? When I is equal to 3. Clear? Let's just try to iterate through this here. When I is 3, what is fib 3? 1. Okay. So I printed fib3. What is fib1? Fib1 is 0. Fib2 is 1. Now I need to make fib1 as fib2, fib2 as fib3 for it, which means fib1 variable should hold fib2. Okay, fib2 should hold fib3 value, so that next time when I calculate fib3 or whatever this variable, instead of fib3 I can say temp or next Fibonacci. Okay, this should be previous two values. Okay, now when you do this, okay, and now when I becomes 4, what is next fib? Sum of 1 plus 1, right, which becomes 2. What about fib 1 when it ends? Fib 1 will be 1. Fib 2 will be 1. Correct? And when I is 5, what will be next fib? What it will be? It will be sum of these two, right? 3. Correct? So like this, we'll go on till I equal to 10. So ultimately, at the end of this, we'll print everything. So let's just try. See, 0, 1, 1, 1. Okay, just write this as demarcation. See this 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 20, 34. So we have 10 Fibonacci numbers. Clear on this? Okay. So basically, what I tried today, I'm just trying to go with very basics. Basically, arrays. How we are going to use arrays, how we are going to use variables. Okay. This is just the initiation. From tomorrow onwards, we'll start with Java things, Java basics, Java programming constructs, how we can write programs. Okay. Let me just tell you what we are going to cover exactly. Just 1 second, please. I'll just show you what is that we'll cover. Meanwhile, if someone wants to try installing IDE, you are always welcome. Let me share you exactly. Okay, are you able to see my screen? Can you see my screen, guys? Is my screen visible? Okay, so today I didn't had much thinking. I was just thinking like if statements, loops, basic things. Okay, variables, data types, operators means addition, subtraction, all those things. Control structures will have like loops. We'll write for loop, while loop, do while. There are so many loops. Okay, but we'll just start with the Java, then we'll start this. Okay, now what is that we'll cover in day 2. We'll cover more on arrays, more on strings, how to debug, how to handle the arrays. Then we'll go with algorithm complexities. What is big O notation? What is algorithm analysis, space complexity, and we'll take some real world examples. Okay. Then day 3, We'll start with arrays, linked list, stacks, queues. In terms of theoretical knowledge, or it could be in terms of Java, whatever, then I'll explain you more about this constant time, logarithmic time, linear arithmetic time, quadratic time. So our bubble sort was quadratic, right? Omega of n square, big of n square. Log n is logarithmic, linear arithmetic means n log n, okay? And day four will explore more on sorting algorithms like bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort, merge sort. We'll also go deeper into the time and space complexity of it, like what bubble sort takes, what selection sort takes, what's insertion sort, what merge sort takes. All the time complexity is taken. Next, day 5 will go explore more on linear search, binary search, hashing, hash table, lot of things. Why we need searching, what kind of applications, whether we can do normal search or we can do optimized search, all the things we'll discuss. Next, coming to day 6. Day 6 will work more on things like recursion, recursive algorithm, dynamic programming. DP you might have heard. Dynamic programming is something which everyone speaks. Okay, we'll have some different strategies, different designs. Everything will be discussed on day 6. Day 7, we'll explore more on advanced data structures. For example, like trees, binary trees, graphs, graph algorithm, priority queues, heaps. Okay, you can say where graphs are used, where queues are used. Graph is basically used in all your like Uber, Ola, if you have used all those things, like or traversing problems. All those things will be discussed on day 7. Then coming to day 8, we'll explore more on advanced algorithms like divide and conquer, greedy algorithm, backtracking algorithm, right? Then I'll give you some solving techniques in interview, like for example, what kind of interview questions you'll face, and some coding interview patterns like generically wherever it's used, and some practice examples and assignments and projects. This is what the course would look like. Okay. Now, one more thing what I wanted to show is, let me just share the screen. Okay. Okay. So this is this thing. Okay. I'll just show you. If you have installed Java, just try to check version of Java, okay? Which version, which all these things. Just try to run this command and try to see. Now, the form which is shared looks like this, okay? Right, name and place. You can just give your name and place and which year you are and what is that you are looking for or what is your placement status. Your portfolio. I'll just show you one example portfolio. See, when I meant portfolio, you should create something like this. This is not difficult to create, you know. Look at this. They have experience, projects. You can give your own projects, skills, your skill sets you can mention, libraries, frameworks, all those things you should at least have. You can give your CGPA, all those things. Okay, this is something which is in trend now. Okay, give your GitHub profile, LinkedIn profile, everything, online coding platform, and which technologies you are aware, what is that you are looking for example soft skills, it could be DSL code, it could be coding. Okay, so next 7 days, what is that you are expecting? I have told you day 7 what will be there. Almost we are covering only on algorithms like sorting, searching, dynamic programming, backtracking, divide and conquer. These are the programs which I am focusing using Java. Okay, so just give your idea on hackathons, and you can just explain your projects in brief. If you have any certifications, you can mention, or if you're following some YouTube channels, you can just answer. These are all there's something to have common, or just help your peers if you're having some other better things followed. Okay, now just check here. This is a lead code where you people can just see here crash course, so many things, top interview questions. You can see top 150 questions, lead code 75, 30 days of JavaScript, Amazon. You can just check out here, Facebook, all the things. And here, when you start, just try with easy ones. Here, see this easy problems. Two sum, palindrome number, Roman integer, largest common prefix, two sorted list, value in parenthesis, all these things. Square root. Let's just take very basic example of this square root, right? If you say this, square root of 4, 2, square root of 8, what is the output? 2 point something, but it's made as 2. Square root of 9 is 3. How to write this? This all are problems you can just really check out. Okay. So you, you need to code like this. You have to write some loops, you have to write logics, you have to understand what all it brings. These daily things you have to follow, which makes better. And you just check here in this platform, they have so many things: array, string, hash table, dynamic programming. So many are there. In this, which will cover array string, will cover dynamic programming, will cover sorting things, will have something like greedy also will be there. We'll have breadth first search, depth first search, will things like divide and conquer, we'll have trees, we'll have binary search tree. So many things are there. Okay, this is something which will help you as a fresher. Try to focus on this, try to solve this easy ones first and then go ahead. And there's one more platform called as hacker rank. Even you can work out here, and this is GitHub, you can just check out. Okay, you people have to understand these things, terminologies, and work on it. Okay, this is a video which I like from this guy. This guy covers a lot of things. Just try this today and you will feel good. These are all same patterns. See this, how he solves. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. And wait, okay, now today we can just end because it's just a beginning, right? Where is this, where is this, where is this, where is this? Yeah, as it's the beginning, you can just follow up this. So do I have any queries now in this? This was very beginning where I just started things. Okay, so guys, do you have any questions or anything which you feel like as a fresher or as a degree holder or a final year you are not getting it? What kind of things you are looking for? It's a Q&A queries. Any questions, please? No questions? Okay, is Java better than JavaScript for creating a website? Okay, tell Java is a backend thing, JavaScript is a front end thing. Okay, now when you come to JavaScript, there is something called as Node.js. Node.js is used in the backend, right? So Java is totally different than JavaScript. Java is generally used for enterprise things like big companies they use. For website creation, generally JavaScript, HTML, CSS is used. And frameworks like Angular, library like React is used. Anybody here who is like who did not even get what I wrote? Like basics. There's nothing. This is really very straightforward. Nothing to worry about the gap, whether you have gap after a MC or what. Just that you need to brush up yourself and get the job. Cool. How to crack the job in 2 months? Yeah. See, whatever I'm going to go through this next 7 days, right? These all are basics of algorithms. This algorithms as a fresher definitely will help you crack. Let's say dynamic programming, backtracking, divide and conquer, right? Recursion. All these things are very thing which is definitely needed here. Okay. This is everyday learning which is for free. The course which you are looking, maybe some spark from the XLR will reach out to you. Okay. This is basically for someone who is like very fresher to the coding, or like who thinks, okay, algorithms are really difficult. What is sorting? What is searching? How to define things, like how to write code. This is for those to begin. Tomorrow I'll start with, when I take tomorrow I'll take programs. Start with very much like, how to define variable, what are variable types, what is string, what is array. Slowly I'll take one by one, then I'll write programs. Any other queries? Do you have any queries? How many of you have lead code created here? Okay. How many problems have you solved here? Okay, great to hear. So you are raising hand, or you want to have any queries? What kind of prior knowledge? Okay. Prior knowledge for this is not required. I'll start from very much scratch, and even if you go through this, right, in this, you can just try in this also. In this website also you can try. Program is, or any Java online compiler try. Or if you want, you can just install IDE. Install Java, install IDE. Where are we going to get the IDE? Basically, IDE is just go there and try to get it. Try searching IDE, IntelliJ IDE for Java, or any IDE. It could be Eclipse, it could be Spring, ST8, Spring Tool Suite. Visual Studio Code is one of the most used IDE, but not so much for Java. Any other queries? Anyone who is very new to the programming here, who thinks that, okay, today they did not understand anything? Bubble sort was very easy, so easy a kind of thing, an addition of numbers, factorial, which nobody understood here. IDE means integrated development environment. Means a tool where we can work on that, right? Yeah. So you are an EC student, so it will be fruitful to you. Definitely, it will be fruitful. This 7 days, you will understand algorithms, logical thinking. Any software company, if you go, definitely these are the mostly asked questions. Binary programming, like binary search, they'll ask some searching, then divide and conquer kind of thing. They'll ask like recursion, they'll ask Fibonacci, they'll ask factorial. These are the mostly asked questions for freshers. Any other queries? See, I have a people who have done BCom and who are still, who could learn. Yes, you don't know the basics of Java. Tomorrow we'll just start with basics of Java. Recordings are there in YouTube. Tomorrow we'll start with basics of Java, which is required for this programming. Okay, I mean, this algorithms or data structures. I will even write the Python version of this and just save it to you if you want. You can compare that someone who is interested in Python. But mostly Java is, no, in this course Java is preferred because Java has many things on top of it. It has Spring, it has Spring Boot. There are many things. Okay, great. Shravanti, do you want to ask anything? I think you raised your hand. Or you said yes. Python videos. Okay. We'll get you tomorrow. I'll give you the Python videos. The video I shared is just for star pattern kind of thing. Any more queries on like scratch or starting from scratch? Just wanted you to start from scratch only, like variables, data structures. These are the things which are covered here, not like very extensive coding. It's all basics of programming. Okay, system dot out dot println means it's just going to print in the console. Yeah, I'll provide the references at the end of this course, like, or in between, I'll provide whenever I see. Anusha, you understood, right? The system dot out dot println means it's just going to print the output to your console. I'll just show you. Okay. So this is the console, right? So I can just say, let's just comment out everything. If I do this, it'll just print this here in the console terminal, basically. In which technology areas? So Java is everywhere. Java is available in backend things or web development. It's available in my mainframes. So many areas. Mostly Java. See, Amazon, Visa, Cisco. These companies are using Java now. They're turning out into different technologies, but Java is widely used. Adobe, Apple. Many people are using Java. Header file. I think header is there in C++, right? Header file means what? Which one you are asking? I mean, header file means what? There's nothing like header file as per my knowledge. Which one you are saying? Okay, everyone just try to install and come up with. Tomorrow we're just going to start from Java. We'll start from scratch. We'll try to understand basics of Java, then write program in Java, considering it. What is right class and what is main method, base things, and then we'll start. Okay. One class, elements of one class. Yeah, it's like we can use anywhere. In Java, passing properties, passing instances is easy. Just you just need to use or pass it or okay. So if you are speaking about HTML, that's different. Here, feedback form, I think it's already shared above. You can still check out. Yeah, this include std. I am saying no, like this is C program, right? Include stdioh means what? Standard input output header files. Okay, so input means what? Something which you read. Output means something which you provide to the console or program or someone else. That's why we need those to write the code. Standard stdioh we need to take input and take give output to the console. But we are not using these things. We'll just use something called as import in Java. But we don't need that much at this point. Yes, both are same. We are just importing the libraries. You're right. Any questions in YouTube? Other queries? Okay, any more questions? If not, we can just wind up this. And tomorrow we are going to just start from very basic, like Java program. What is some basic class? What is main method? Basic things. Then write a program. But when I write a program, I'll explain the theoretical part of it. Then I write a program in Java, and also I'll give you the similar code in other languages also. But it's up to you to explore that more. Cool. Thank you all. Thanks for your patience. Yeah, please provide feedback. And this is just first day, right? So we didn't go very much deeper. We just started. But next 7 days, all major or like basic programs, algorithms will teach. Okay. Thank you. So yes, Samar. So shall we end this for today? Thank you. Good that. But from tomorrow onwards, it'll be different. It'll be like very cool and slowly we'll understand the programs from the beginning with explanation. I'll have some theoretical things also. Okay. Okay then. Thank you all. See you tomorrow. Keep learning, keep enjoying.
Yeah, thank you so much, all of you guys. If you have any query or question for me or Excel team, please let me know in the chat box. I will be there for 2 more minutes, then we'll wind up the session. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
YouTube participant and Zoom. Any query, any question, let me know. Okay. If no, at least say no, okay? Every time we have to be interactive.
So silence means no.
Yeah, I'm getting some no's now.
But tomorrow onwards it will be totally different. Just be prepared. Try to have some notes or some online coders code along with me. Okay.
Yeah, there are no doubts. Then everything is clear to the students. Then thank you so much all of you for joining, and we'll meet you on tomorrow at same time. So please join on time. We'll start the session at same time.